Peace and blessings, y'all. In this corner box of 24. Good evening, good evening. How's everyone doing this evening? Hope everybody's doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good on that side. As always, God is great, God is good, and I definitely can't complain. So, I had to come back on here, man, because, seems to be a little confusion. A lot of things being said with this Errol Spence cataract surgery, him popping up with that a couple of days ago. And now Bud Crawford responded to that. And part of his response was saying, laugh out loud, hate it or love it, he's that guy. He's that fighter. And I agree with that. He's definitely that guy. He's definitely that fighter. And he was the one that was going to get a chance first at making Errol Spence look like a usual fighter, look like an ordinary fighter, look like a regular fighter, take that boogeyman status away from him. And Errol Spence, I always said he was a weight bully. All right? Errol Spence got Bud Crawford got the opportunity to do that, and he made good on it. He also said that I love, right? That last he can recall, we get our eyes checked before every fight. So, of course, to be cleared to fight, they're going to check your eyes, they're going to check your ears, they're going to check your mouth, your nose, they're going to check you out, they're going to check out your vitals. You got to have your eyes. You got to have your ears. So when the ref says stop the action, the ref is talking, whatever, you got to be able to hear, right? You got to be able to respond to your trainer, right? You got to have your eyes to see what's going on. They got to be in more than 50% shape, your eyes. You got to be damn near 100. You know what I mean? You got to have your eyes. So if he had a cataract injury, why didn't you take care of it before? When did you get it? When did it pop up? Because why didn't you take care of it before the fight, July 29th? Why did you wait till January 2024 to take care of it? And if that was the case and you knew about it, you could have took care of it before the fight or coming up on the fight, and you could have delayed it until the end of the year. Y'all could have fought in November, December of 2023. There is no excuse. Real boxing fans don't allow this to happen, man. There is no excuse for Errol Spence. Okay? I'm sorry. There's no excuse. He's a sore loser. When the fight was over, he had nothing to say. Everybody said it was the weight. Oh, he was weight drained. Errol Spence didn't even say it. I said, that man ain't weight drained. He's used to doing it. Yeah, he started his career out at 154, and he decided to go down to 147 because he knew, I believe they knew 147 was going to be an easier task. Because Luke, he got his first belt from. No disrespect to Kell Brook, but Kell Brook ain't no killer. Kell Brook is a decent fighter, a good fighter, but he ain't no A-level fighter. He ain't got no killer instinct when he hurt you, if he hurt you, okay? So that's how he got his first belt. Then who did he get his belt from? Yeah, he was in a life and death fight with Sean Porter. A fight that I thought Sean Porter won, but he exposed Errol Spence in that fight. He showed you guys that believed in Errol, this is how you fight this guy. You push him backwards. You go forwards. You stay in his chest. You rough him up. Then he fought Ugas, and Ugas was tapping him with stuff. And what happened then? Was it a cataract issue then? Because Ugas buckled him. He didn't see that punch either? He had a problem with that too? So when did this cataract arise? As I said yesterday, I had a detached retina and a cataract right after it. So I can speak on it. Some of y'all speaking on it, making assumptions. I heard somebody say, and this might be true, I did hear say that heavy drinking can lead to cataracts. And I didn't do the research on it. I don't know. Could be. But guess what? If you're a boxer and a heavy drinker, that don't mix. So now when Errol Spence comes up with this excuse now, yeah, I got my ass beat, but I wasn't really living as a boxer should live. I wasn't living a boxing life. My man, go ahead with that, man, because you in boxing and you've been in boxing for years. Stop making excuses. Now you're not living like a boxer. Man, that's on you if you want to drink and hang out. That's on you. Instead of training, instead of disciplining yourself. That's on you. That's all I'm saying. We don't want to hear the excuses, right? So now, I'm glad Buck responded in a humble way, in a peaceful way. Like, listen, man, at the end of the day, man, we get our eyes checked. And if something was wrong, he could have said it. If they saw something, they would have said it. Because you got to read lines, right? I had a detached retina 2 years ago. And I just went for an eye checkup today, just a routine checkup, man. And the eye doctor said, man, your vision is great. Your vision is great in the eye that you had the detached retina and the cataract, okay? So Errol Spence had detached retina surgery, and he got money, and I'm sure he had the best doctors to fix that. Now, the doctor I had was great. Shout out to Dr. Rashid from Montefiore Hospital that did in the Bronx, that did my surgery. Shout out to her. Great doctor, okay? God bless her. She told me I was going to be all right. But I'm just saying, Errol Spence had the best, I'm sure. And I'm sure detached retina was okay, but I'm sure he was also told at a certain point he was going to develop a cataract. So I would like to know, when did it happen? And why did you wait to take care of it? The fight would have had more hype on it if it took place July 29th. So it would have had more hype on it in November or December. It would have still been good. But now you come back after making no excuses after the fight. It wasn't the weight, it wasn't this. Everybody making excuses. You're not saying nothing. And now you come back with, oh, man, I had a cataract, but I got beat. Man, come on, man. Yeah, you got beat. But you got beat in a way that nobody ever expected, except people like me, because I knew better. Right? I knew better. So you was getting hit with more than left hooks and left hands. You was getting hit with right hands too. You was getting hit to the body. You got beat all the way around the board. So I'm just saying there's no excuse. All right? So now you took care of your cataract. You're going to fight Bud Crawford maybe a few months down the line, because your recovery going to be 4 to 8 weeks, could be a little bit longer, could be 3 months, right? Because you just had it. So February, March, April, say you fight him in May or June. You're going to get beat again. You cannot beat Bud Crawford. You cannot beat Bud Crawford. So what's going to be the excuse then? You're going to look real weak. You're going to look weaker than you are already. Get your mind right, Errol Spence Jr. Get your mind right. Peace and blessings, y'all. In this corner, Boxing 24.